All right. Hello, viewers. My name is Ahmed Doda. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Cars Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss software development lifecycle. So that way, we have a lifecycle in plant and animal, you equally have lifecycle in software development. So now, the first stage in software development lifecycle it has to do with what the planning. So the planning has to do with you define the project scope, objectives, requirement, feasibility, and you equally identify resources, cost, and timeline for your projects. Next, you move towards the requirements analysis. So at this point, we are going to gather and document what the software should do. This has to do with the functional and non-functional requirements. Then you move towards communicate with the stakeholder to ensure the clarity. So definitely, as we are building the software, we are definitely building the software for someone. So the person you are building the software for, it's the stakeholder. Then you meet the stakeholder, you talk to him about the requirements, then you brainstorm and see what to add and what to adjust. Then from there you can move towards the design stage. So at this design stage is where you're going towards create the system architecture. You design your database and the user interface prototypes. Then you decide on the technologies, framework, and system flow. So software it has every software we see it has a different technology attached to it. You can see a software that was built with Python, some built with PHP, some built with Java, and some built with JavaScript. So at this point, you can decide on the framework you want to use to build that particular application or software. Then you move towards the implementation process, that is a phase where we are going to do the coding or the programming aspect of the software, where the developers will write the actual program based on the designed documents. Then the code is often built in modules for easy testing and maintenance. You can't say, okay, now because you are building the software, you are going to build the fully functional application at once. That is not the best practice. The best practice for you to build the software in modules, which means you build some part of the software, you do the running, you do the debugging and what have you. If that is actually working fine, then before you build another part of the software. That is the standard way of building the software. Then from there, then you can move to the testing aspect of the software where you are going to identify and fix bugs or defects. Then you can perform a different type of testing. You can perform a unit test, integration test, system test, and acceptability test for the software. Then if everything is fine, then you can move to the next stage, which has to do with what deployments. So at this point now, we are going to deploy the software to productions in any cloud platform to make sure the software is live for users use. Then, so if everything is fine, you push it for productions and people start to test your software. Then there is another part which is actually very important. This part is the maintenance. So just like any other gadget, so there must be a maintenance. So the same thing applicable to software. You equally go to the maintenance aspect. So at this point, you are going to provide updates. You are going to fix bugs, performance issues, and then you feature enhancements. Definitely, as users begin to use your applications, the application is prone to errors. So you have to fix those errors, and you have the performance issues on some pages. Then you need to enhance and improve in the performance, the SEO, and what have you. So, right, in a short note, this is software development lifecycle by Coding Cars Academy. Thank you.